Any thought you have about the future is a delusion. Whatever is causing you worry or pain right now won't cause you worry or pain forever. Things change with time, and it will pass. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. The single most powerful element of youth is that you don't have the life experiences to know what can't be done. At some point, you just gotta forgive the past. Your happiness hinges on it. There's a lot of things worth caring about. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. We're all born with two things: borrowed time in varying amounts and the ability to make choices. If you wish to know how you are spending yours, observe how others waste their time making wrong choices and don't repeat them. Don't correct people if you could just as easily let it slide. You can either be a negative or positive person in life, but only one will get you somewhere. Life doesn't care about your vision. You just gotta roll with it. Nothing happens to anyone that he is not fit by nature to bear. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. It's never too late to turn your life in a completely new direction, and there is huge importance in just one day. Lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. You will never be who you want to be until you are happy with who you are. When you get a different vantage point, it changes your perspective. It allows us to see things that maybe we should have seen a long time ago. If you're right, but you're obnoxious about it, people won't see you as the good guy. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Why let go of yesterday? Because yesterday has already let go of you. Don't spend your life dreaming about what could have been in another place or under different circumstances. Instead, invest your energy in what is right in front of you. People often confuse stress with responsibility. In this life, you don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. Accept things as they are. Life isn't about living in the past or living for the future. It's about living in the now. It is not a lack of time. It is a lack of priority. Enjoy every bit of your life to the fullest. Your compromises and sacrifices will be rewarded. No one ever got tired of loving. They get tired of waiting, hearing lies, assuming, saying sorry, and hurting. Never keep people in your life if they don't love and respect you as much as you do them. The reason you want to be better than someone else is the reason why you aren't. It's not whether or not you get knocked down. It's what you do when you get back up. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Be the person you needed when you were younger. Strive to make small changes and learn something new daily, because there are always these experiences you have had to tap into for the future. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. Not everybody who speaks in a pleasant way to you is your friend. People are not good. People are not bad. People are just people. Experience, don't expect. Experience life. Do not carry expectations on how it should be. Wanting something is not enough. You must hunger for it. Your motivation must be absolutely compelling in order to overcome the obstacles that will invariably come your way. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. Every person alive hits a crossroads in life when you have to let go of the past and forge ahead into something new. The only sad thing would be clinging to the past once it's out of reach. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you saturate your mind with positive thoughts, it will sustain you in any situation. You don't ever truly know another person unless you can take up residence in their head. You'll never be privy to their true nature. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. You train people how to treat you, unconsciously or not. You are either part of the problem or part of the solution. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. You've got to know when it's time to turn the page. Forgiving doesn't make the person who hurt you feel better. It makes you feel better. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Socializing is just like any skill. You need to practice before you're good at it. Life is brutal and will break your heart, and you just have to be brave and do the best you can. Never deny yourself an experience just because it's unknown or uncomfortable. It may just be a defining and wonderful part of your life. Never go to the past. Not for happiness, not for justification, not for excuses. The world is what it is. You are what you are. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. If you only blame your problems on someone else, don't expect your life to get better. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more. Expect least. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven. Things are only impossible until they are not. Each defeat, each heartbreak, each loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your future. Don't prepare the road for your kids. Prepare your kids for the road. Don't be scared because you don't have all the answers right away. You will learn through your experiences and find your own way to happiness. Just because you got away with a bad decision doesn't make it a good decision. Speak with caution. Even if someone forgives harsh words you've spoken, they may be too hurt to ever forget them. Don't leave a legacy of pain and regret of things you never should have said. It's not your fault things are the way they are. You need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. Accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you where you want to go. No one else. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Opportunities can become obstacles, the same way obstacles can become opportunities. It all depends on how they are being interpreted by the mind of a person. If you're going to apologize, you don't say, "but," after. Either you mean it or you don't. There are more things likely to frighten us than to crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Fake love is mighty convincing in a world where real love is mighty rare. You can only lose what you cling to. If you want to find happiness, find gratitude. Accept that things happen. It may not be for a reason, and you may have no control over it. But the first step to getting through it is accepting what it is. You'll never be able to please everyone, so don't make your life revolve around being accepted by everyone. Don't rely on others to tell you how to be happy or what makes a good life. It's up to you to follow your heart and find happiness from there. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. A denied expectation hurts more than a denied hope, while a fulfilled hope makes us happier than a fulfilled expectation. Don't worry about controlling your emotions. Control your actions. Don't wait for something good to happen. Realize that there are no participation trophies in life. Go out and do something for yourself. Success comes from action. There's no shame in saying, "I don't know." Nobody has all the answers. Pretending to be perfect doesn't make you perfect. Listen to your conscience and do the right thing, no matter the cost. You can't put a price on self-respect. Whoever fights can lose. Whoever doesn't fight has already lost. We live longer when we are too busy living. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. You can't change other people, and it's rude to try. The answer is always no, until you ask. There are two ways to do things, right and again. Stop expecting others to give you more respect than the respect you give yourself. I don't know the secret to success, but the secret to failure is trying to please everyone. Hope is not a strategy. Never trust anybody. Trust is earned, not given from the start. You're never too old to cut people out of your life. It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are, and even longer to realize it doesn't have to be that way. A wise man can learn from his enemies, than a fool from his friends. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, which means you have just as many chances to get it right. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Don't make yourself available too much for anyone. You will lose importance. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean it's time to jump overboard. You'll have bad times, but it'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. When you try to please everybody, you almost always please nobody. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Stop trying to be happy. You can't be happy all the time, and it's okay. Once a problem is solved, its simplicity is amazing. If you're trying to break a habit, don't say, "This is the last time I'm doing it," to yourself. Instead, say, "This is the first time I'm not doing it." You don't like everybody, so don't worry about everybody liking you. Your past does not equal your future. Sometimes you can make all the right choices and then have to sit there and watch them all crumble around you. You just have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. Never be so kind you forgot to be clever, and never be so clever you forgot to be kind. Nothing that life has to offer is worth the price of worry. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. Someday isn't even a real day, although for some people, it's every day. Don't hang on to your mistakes just because you spent a lot of time making them. Never take for granted the time you spend with the people you keep. It could be over any day. Live in reality as it is, not as you wish it was. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, that's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. Don't focus on perfection or control. You are not in control of anything, and there is no such thing as perfection. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. Waiting for change while not doing anything for it is like waiting for the train at a bus stop. Don't doubt yourself. That's what haters are for. To live life, you need problems. If you get what you want the minute you want it, then what's the point of living? Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. Reflection and the gaining of knowledge is power. Without the means of either, you are powerless. At some point, you will realize no one else has a say in your life unless you let them. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Say no more than you wish to have said. Do no less than what you wish to have done. Mistakes do not attest to your character. Your reaction to them does that without you even trying. Discipline your mind to see the good in every situation and look at the best side of every event. Stop expecting others to always agree with you. Ability can take you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Be prepared to change your ideas about who you want to be. This is an important feedback loop as you gain life experience. Chasing a person doesn't give you value or build value in you. You earn your value by chasing morality and practicing dignity. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. If you are driven by fear, anger, or pride, nature will force you to compete. If you are guided by courage, awareness, tranquility, and peace, nature will serve you. You're going to make a lot of people mad doing what's right for you.